Hi guys, my name is LaQuoya Heggie and I'm the owner and lead coordinator of Hello Love Events, a wedding planning and design studio based out of Virginia, and I'm going to be talking to y'all about how I find work-life balance. If you haven't heard of me or my story, please be sure to check me out on social media. My life is out there and I do receive a lot of questions about how I juggle it all. While I don't claim to know it all, I have learned a few tips that I hope will help you along your work-life balance journey. Number one for me is having a must do list for each day. This allows me to prioritize what I have going on for each week and compile a list of 3 to 5 things that I have to get done each day to feel productive and guilt free when it's time for me to unplug and enjoy the rest of the day with my family. I compile this list at the start of each day, and it really helps me to get things done and allows me to set boundaries for myself to prevent overwhelm. Number two is to intentionally schedule white space. This is time not specifically dedicated to business or family, but time to let my mind rest and not continuously run, thinking about what I have to do, who I have to please, what I can do next, and so on. Afterwards, I feel more energized and find myself able to be more intentional with both my clients and my family. Number three, and perhaps my most favorite, is to kill comparison. Comparison will have you on a never ending hamster wheel, chasing dreams that have absolutely nothing to do with you, your specific gifts, or your passions. Set aside time to really lay out your goals and how you plan to reach them so that you are able to cheer on your industry friends while still being able to separate your dreams from theirs and stay in your lane. I hope these simple truths will really help you to come up with a work life balance that works for you. Enjoy the rest of the Rising Tide Society Summit. Bye, guys.
Hi everyone, I'm Mary Rosa. Work life balance is quite a topic in my life. I'm a wedding photographer in the DC metro area and I photograph between 30 and 35 weddings every year. I also work full time, but I work full time by choice. I love my career, I love being a photographer, so over the last 10 years of my business, I've learned how to balance it. But more than anything, I'm a mom, I'm a wife. I have a 17-year-old and an 11-year-old, and then my husband. So there's quite a bit going on in the Anderson household. More than anything, I've learned how to manage my time with calendars. I have a calendar that I keep a list of everything that's going on, things that have to be done that week, things that have to be done a specific day. Once a month, I pre plan my blogs, my ideas, and put dates to them. By me putting a date to them, it kind of obligates me like I have a due date that I have to get it done by that time. So that's really important. Special dates for my family, softball games for my daughter, things going on with my son as he's getting closer and closer to graduating from high school next year and things like that. All of that goes in the calendar first. My family comes first. So to me, those are the days that I'm not willing to budge. Those are my days with my family, and that's really important. But more than anything, as a business owner, as a creative entrepreneur, we focus so much on success that somewhere along the line we forgot ourselves. Give yourself the grace to change your calendar, to ask for help, and to realize that you're human and that it's okay. And you have to rely on people around you and on wonderful communities like the one that we have here to help support each other with thoughts and ideas and just simply by being there. Thanks.
Hey guys, we're James and Jess, husband and wife photographer team based out of Santa Barbara in New York City. We just wanted to really briefly touch on work-life balance and how if you do it right, you can completely avoid the risk of burnout.
So, in our experience, people burn out quickly because they don't have a consistent flow of recharging throughout their day. Most people start a workday and hope they have enough energy to get throughout the day, and then by the end of the day, they're just running on fumes and they barely make it through. So, consistently doing that creates a culture of burnout, ending each day with nothing left to give, and then hoping that you can go home and gain the energy overnight to just get up the next day and do it again.
So our alternative to that is our work-life balance, which instead of hoping we can wake up and have all the energy that lasts throughout a day, is we started scheduling things in our work days that give us life. So what this looks like for us, since we're very extroverted people, is throughout the entire day, we schedule sociable things that give us energy. So whether it's taking a lunch break together or having a phone call with someone you love or a coffee date in between, this way throughout the entire day, we're being recharged and filled. So when we end the day, we're still full. Yes, we are completely exhausted from all the work we've done and all the hustle we put into it, but we are not tired of our actual work and we're not at risk of burning out this way.
Yeah. So think about an iPhone. You start the day with it at 100%. As the battery starts to die, if you plug in your phone before the battery gets to 0%, you're good. It'll still keep working. But if you wait to plug in your phone until after the battery dies, then you have a dead iPhone, and you have to wait a little while for the battery to be able to recharge and get back to a functioning state.
So that's just a really small, kind of silly example about a machine. And we are so much more than machines. We're human beings. And that's why I think avoiding burnout is so important. And implementing a work-life balance like this is such a key way to avoid that. So we really want to encourage you guys to start scheduling things throughout your day that give you life so you can end it full and completely recharged. And something that we had to do when we first started doing this was figure out how we exactly recharged ourselves.
So for us as extroverts, this is doing something social. Like you said, a coffee date or making a phone call. If you're an introvert, it'll be great to either leave the office or go for a walk or read a book. Do whatever it is that helps you to recharge and gives you life.
So that's our brief description on work-life balance. We hope you take this and use it to keep full throughout the entire day.
Hi, Rising Tide Society. This is Amanda Hedgepeth coming to you from Kitty Hawk, North Carolina in the beautiful Outer Banks. It's a beautiful, beautiful freezing day. I have two little girls literally asleep right there, and I'm doing this video because I can run this, all right? So listen, I am a wedding photographer for Cheerful Couples. I'm a mom of three beautiful little girls, ages 4, 2, and 2 months. It's crazy around here. The more that my business grows, the more my family grows, the more that I have to think about. So the way that I run my work-life balance are lists. And if you're not OCD and you're not type A, you need to get on it with me right now because this is the key. This is my key to survival. So let me go ahead and show you what I do. Okay, so as far as business goes, I have an entire binder that has everything from my printed out client contracts to my album pricing to my my print release, everything in there, all printed out. Yes, I have this stuff online, but I love having it printed in this binder. I have a wedding equipment checklist. Brilliant, because you know what happens? If I try to sit and remember all those tons of things that I have to bring to a wedding, I'm going to forget something. I got kids to take care of. I got a lot on my mind. So I actually have a daily workflow, a weekly workflow, and monthly. I print this out every week. I staple 5 Monday through Friday, 5 pieces of paper that are daily business worksheets, and I go through and I write what needs to get done that day. I schedule my work time, and I've actually done the same exact thing with my families. We actually have a Hedgepeth family life flow weekly list, things that we like to get done every single week, and then we do the same thing. Every single day we've got morning, afternoon, evening, what needs to get done, teeth need to get brushed, you know, everything that goes on during our week. Ballet and school are this day, so I need to make sure I've got the girls' outfits packed the night before. It helps me stay on top of things, making lists, printing them out, having them tangible right in front of you so you can check it off during the week. It's a lifesaver. I totally recommend it. So if you're not type A, you better get type A with me. Okay? Thank you guys.